My name is Ademola Adeyemi, aka Prestige, but my brand name is Sam's Prestige Event, and I'm primarily into event decorations of all kinds. I do events for weddings, for churches, for various kind of events, symposiums, conferences, and all. And I've been into event decoration for a while. It's been years, let's say roughly 12 years, and I've learned a lot. I've met a lot of people. I've built my brand at least to a moderate extent. Okay, when I started events, I started 2005 when I was in secondary school. Okay, I was rounding up secondary school then when I started. So I never thought I was going to grow into events, decorations, and be who I am, at least so far. But I never thought about it. I just started because I loved it. I met people, and my mom actually introduced me into it. So I started it because I loved it. I worked with a lot of people then. So I was growing, even all through school. I was learning, I was working, and I met people that still taught me those things I don't know about event decoration. So at some point, I began to have that thought that, okay, I could be something better, I could grow into something better. And from school, that was in university, I worked as an event decorator. I worked for an event center, they work in Akure. And since then, I've been having that idea of becoming something better, becoming a better person to grow. And I think that at that point, that was I think 200 level, 300 level. At that point, I began to think about who and what I want to do with events decoration. And I think so far I've been able to build myself. So the thoughts came in when I was in school, not really when I started. So it was basically when I was good. I thought, okay, fine, I could do something better with it. Well, every business has its own challenges. Mine peculiar to my own field. When I started decorations, I do these things myself. I I get the designs, I sketch. I have people that I just call up to. At some point, I was even doing it all alone, climbing the ladders, coming down. I hit myself on the hand quite a number of times, but never mind. It does not matter. But um, along the line, you face new challenges. You overcome those challenges. Several years down the line, you experience set of new challenges, and at some point when you begin to grow, I had challenges of materials. Some material that I had to buy, you know they are in vogue at that point when you buy them, but 3 4 years you find out that something else has come up. You still have to you know work with those things that are currently in vogue, and that's one thing that is unique about event decorations. It's not static, it's dynamic, it changes, and you have to change with it if you still want to maintain the status of being a current events decorator in this age. So I've faced quite a number of challenges based on materials and equipment to use. Now you talk about lighting, you talk about smoke machine, you talk about fog light, you talk about fireworks. That is what is happening now. About 10 years back, you never find these things. So you either have to purchase them, which cost a lot, or you rent them. So that's one of those challenges I face. And one of the challenges workmanship, having people to work with, having to give them design. You have to teach them what to do, you have to tell them what to do, you have to be there, you have to know what you are doing. And I've had quite a number of challenges, though some of them have been good, they have been amazing working with them. And most times when I call them, okay, fine, they are good, they are ready, while some will probably have other engagements. I'll have to look for an alternative. It has been quite a challenging moment for me, but I've been able to overcome those challenges. I said earlier, you face new challenges every day, and every time you have a job to do, you face a set of new challenges. So the best part is just learn how you can easily overcome those challenges in time, so you'll be good. My greatest fear. Well, my greatest fear is competition and Instagram. How do I mean by Instagram? I follow a lot of events, organizations online to learn more. And most times, when you even open those pages and you be like, wow, that fear that comes to you, like you have never gotten anywhere, and it's really hits me when I look at that point where you have people that have gone far, like way far beyond, what you are doing. However, I use it as an encouragement to myself, though it's still fear having to grow into that level whereby you have something to hold on to. You have people to look into your jobs that you've done and be like, wow, you're a competition to some people. So basically, it's competition in the events industry. It's a good one, notwithstanding, because it helps you get on your feet. It helps you to think fast. It helps you to build yourself better and grow faster. So it's always there. It's fair, notwithstanding, but I'll probably use it as a strength for me. Okay, I've done quite a number of events, and my many of my big events are weddings and probably large church events, large church program. And the okay, let me say the big ones I've done, which are weddings, is one I did in Yola, Adama State when I was serving. It was a wedding too. Then the most recent event I did in Ibadan, that was yeah, in Ibadan. So I think those two were my largest wedding events so far. Well, because I can't really quantify or say this is bigger than this is bigger than this, but when you talk about how much is involved, you talk about the number of materials you use, you talk about the beauty and all of that, I would say that okay. My recent event is one of my let me say biggest so far. So first of all, my source of inspiration when I started events decoration was my mom, because she really put me through when I had a few challenges. You know, I go to meet people. Sometimes I even walk into, when I see a decoration advertisement, I just walk into their offices and tell them, yeah, hi, I'm into events decorations. When you have a job, call me. A few days down the line, I get a call, okay, come and do this, come and do that. It's quite challenging for me, but my mom always keep telling me that whatsoever is worth doing at all, is worth doing well. I held on to it, and it has really been a source of inspiration to me. Exactly when it's, especially when it's coming from her, because she encouraged me. She told me how to do it and how not to do it. Then along the line, I began to gain more inspiration from God. There are sometimes that I just don't know what to do when I'm faced with having to design something. What do you want to do? Kind of pattern. You have a shortage of materials. How do you want to cope and all of that? So I just ask for inspiration, and so far he has been helpful. So far he has been there. So far he has been with me. So that is, let me just say, he's probably my greatest source of inspiration so far. Well, what drives me, let me just say there are two different things. What inspires me, uh, and what drives me or motivates me. There are so many things that drives me. There are so many things that motivates me. And I'm going to categorically say that what motivates me most times is my desire to be better, because I've had that decision in my heart that I want to be relevant in business and corporate world. And when I think about it, I look at where I am at the moment, and come on, you are not there yet. You have to push further. You have to push harder. So I motivate myself. It's like self motivation. It's drive. When I think about who I want to be, where I want to be, 5 years down the line. But my inspiration is gotten from God. And my mom, when she was around, when she was very much around, she inspired me a lot. Well, I'll define success as having to have a positive influence on the life of people, no matter where, no matter how, as long as people within your sphere of influence are benefiting from you, you're putting a smile on their faces, they can see a lot of things when you are not there that has really helped them to grow, to be a better person, no matter how rich you are, no matter how not there yet you are, as long as you are able to influence people's lives positively, making impact in their lives, little or old, no matter the category of ages. I think that's success, as long as you find joy and fulfillment in whatever you do. In the next few years, I see myself owning an institution where I'm going to teach people on events, owning an academy where I'm going to teach people on practical hands-on entrepreneurship. And I'm also going to be seeing myself up there where people can open my Instagram page and say, wow, I want to be like this person. And I think that's where I'm going, and I'm not going to stop. Okay. Uh, for those who are currently thinking on going into events, decorations, or event management generally, I know you might have heard that a lot of challenges, you put in a lot of resources together. How do you want to manage those resources? How do you want to get people, materials, and all of that? It's not as difficult as it is, as long as you are determined and set to do what you need to do, achieve what you need to achieve. It's not difficult at all. Get your priorities right, make a list of what you want to do, get everything ready, and hit the road. You can get inspiration from whoever you want to. Have a mentor, have people around you that can teach you that, okay, fine, start like this, do this like this. You can have mentors, you can have role models, you can have people that can easily tell you what to do, at least while starting, so it won't seem too challenging for you. Because if you want to do it alone, you might not be able to cope as much as you should. So I'm going to advise you to seek people who have gone ahead of you, can easily learn from them, and along the line you probably find your footings and be on your own. And for those who are currently in the business, for those who are already into events and you are really finding it hard and challenging, don't give up. Every business has its own downside, every business has its own challenging moments, but trust me, if you keep pushing, if you follow basic principles, what you need to do, I'm really sure you're going to grow, you're going to do great. And I'll advise you not to give up. It's a big world out there, and if you give up, that means there's one less person who has given up on his or her career, your goals, your pursuits, your dream for a better future. So don't give up. That's prestige advice to you. Thank you. My name is Samuel Ademola Adeyemi, aka Prestige, and keep watching Pathway to Success, where stories inspire people. You get the best of where you need to go. You get information. You get so many ideas. No matter where you are at the moment, no matter your level at the moment, you get motivation, information that inspire you. You see life people. You see reality stories that can help you grow in your career, in your business, in your pursuit for a better future. So keep watching Pathway to Success. Thank you.